Carry.
Peace, this is Jarrell of My Consciousness. Today is the numerology reading for May 2025. Happy May, everybody. We made it. It's actually May. As you know, with April showers come May flowers. So this is a numerology deck here. The way this deck works here is there's cards 0 through 9, and there's 3 ways each card can be pulled. Each number can be either pulled in an inhibitive form, which is a more passive version of the card, a form in exaggeration, which is a more outwardly expressive form of the card, or a solution-based form, which is more of a more balanced form of the card. So I went ahead and pulled one card for each week in the month of May. Also, I went ahead and pulled one last card from my Oracle deck, the Quantum Conscious Oracle deck here, available on quantumlight.org. Check that out. So let's get started. All right. So first week in May here, we have the 2 in exaggeration. So what this 2 is telling you here, as you can see from the card, it doesn't look very happy. It doesn't look very comfortable, non-unified, non-expressive, and looks like there's a lot of discomfort. So what this 2 is telling you here is the 2 feels torn apart. Each aspect for each serpent insists on its own point of view per pillar. So, it's the year of the serpent, year of the snake. And this is really important to work on this stuff, to actually understand the things that serpent energy is telling you, and how crucial it is to keep your energy in alignment. So this card here, this can be anything. This can be anything in your life. This can be you within yourself, you trying to handle your own energy work within yourself. You trying to balance and harmonize and do the right things. Or this can be in a relationship, or this can be, in a work situation. This can be you in the world somewhere. Who knows, take this for what this is showing you. However, what the serpents here are literally telling you is that you have to feel where this is in your life, and you have to adjust it. So this to me, this card to me is saying to the individual to get your serpent energy in alignment in yourself. Okay, because these snakes are supposed to be viewing each other. They're supposed to be looking at each other, and they're supposed to form a giant eye in the center where it's in coherence and the sun is shining and there's no, tangle going through, so you can actually view with your third eye from a unified field view perspective. And the wild thing is that I actually just did a Year of the Serpent artwork piece for doing this. This is because it's so important, because if your serpent energy is out of line, if you're allowing any type of snake energy to infiltrate your system and move your mouth, or have you do questionable things, wild things, reactive things that are uncontrollable, you've got a problem. So that's something that, if you don't take care of, you're going to be screwed for the rest of your life. So that's how I look at it. That's how important it is to me. And I, since this card shows up, I'm going to go ahead and get my artwork out that I just finished like this week. What we have here is, and it's even the same color. All right. What we have here is a serpent. It's kind of hard to see. I'll just put like a quick scan view of it. What we have here is a serpent in a spiral with a hummingbird behind him. just, guiding the serpent energy within the spiral of creation and allowing that constant course correction of the hummingbird, which represents the higher self, to align and guide and move and bless your movement as you move along your path, as you continue forward, go and progress through your life, and this spiral is moving in a counterclockwise motion. And just, understanding that counterclockwise is the way universal spirals work as they go upward and forward through the universe. And just, realizing that your serpent energy is very important. So keeping that in alignment and keeping your serpent energy just coherent and in place is critical. It's huge. And also for this card here, this is, obvious. Looks like, in relationships, this could also be, you arguing with your partner, you and your partner being too caught up in your own view of things and your own perspective of things to see each other for how both of you truly are and how much both of you truly do matter to each other, and allowing yourself to communicate and be present within heated moments is critical, because things can be said in a blink of an eye and then things can change um, drastically. Deep pain can be inflicted, and it's very painful, and things can change. At least for a period of time. So listen to your heart, listen to your center. Always remain present when you're in relationships. I always say, for the divine masculine, it's important to always um, remain grounded, remain centered, stable, present, open minded, and always listen to your partner when she's, upset about something or she's concerned about something and she's coming to you. There's multiple things there that need to be addressed, and it's not just what it is on the surface. And for divine feminines, I always say work on your Medusa, especially during this year of the snake, because that's a real aspect that can really cause a lot of damage to the people who you are with and who you love. Um, it's just based off of distortion, manipulation, and fear. The balance of that is Athena. So Athena is an archetype where she carries Medusa's head on her shield because she knows that the mental strength and the clarity and the awareness and enlightenment of the third eye of the brain is power. Once you have that power, you walk out of the maze and you're no longer walking around, you know, doing things that you don't realize that you're doing. And so it's also, very important to understand those things. Okay, so second card here is the seven in inhibition. So looks like here we got a tetrahedron in a sphere. Uh, Basically, what it's saying here is that as the tetrahedron moves headfirst into the square, this is also the case in the smaller image. When you're working on your serpent energy and you're really getting into alignment and you're moving forward and you're moving along your path, like spiraling and allowing yourself to like move through your situations kind of like a snake, yet like balanced and grounded and really like centered. You don't want to just charge head first, and keep your head down and go. You want to listen to that higher self behind you, course correcting, kind of just like whispering in your ear. You're like, okay, watch out for this. Okay, watch out for that. Okay, keep straight. Just keep going, keep centered. Yet you don't want to go too hard and barrel downward. You want to, keep balanced, keep forward, stay ahead, keep your head up, keep your back straight. Good posture is the message coming through. Keep your shoulders back. Keep your feet at an even length, square with your hips as you walk, and allow your hips to be open as you walk, to open up your lower centers to meet with your heart center. So your heart center and your lower chakras are in alignment. That's how I walk through the world. That's how it's done. That's how you're supposed to do it, to where you're a conscious being. You have a lot of energy centers flowing throughout your body, all the way up and down your body, and you work with that flow as you move, and keeping your head up and your eyes toward the horizon is the way you understand what is coming next and where you're going. Because also, as I'm looking at this card, I'm seeing a lot of people walking through their life with their head down, kind of just like either they're depressed, or they're distraught or overwhelmed, and they're kind of like being crushed by the weight of life, whether it's bills, whether it's stress, whether it's situations with work, or whatever. So you're going to want to just get into that space to where you feel good in your body, you feel comfortable in your body, and you can feel your energy flow to the centers to where they need correction and alignment. Do some chakra work, do some energy work, even meet with a healer if you like, or just buy some crystals, keep them around you. One thing that does work a lot is copper therapy for your joints. If you work out, or if you're sitting at a desk all day, getting crushed by energy because you have to show up at a job and feed people energy because of money, because you have to use money, um, use some copper therapy, joint alignment, something like a back brace to keep your back straight, to heal your back, and allow that piezoelectric from copper to go through your muscles, bones, ligaments, and tendons, and heal the energy that your bones are aching from. All right, because your body is electric and copper is a crystal. And when you work with those technologies, your body heals. Your posture realigns and restraightens, and you also recenter and feel much better within your body. Okay, so for week 3 in April, we have here the 2 again, except this one is in inhibition instead of exaggeration. So what this 2 here depicts is 2 snakes, both going opposite directions. Looks like uh, they don't know where to go. All right. So the 2 here stands in this world full of doubts and of insecurity of its decisions. It doesn't know which way to go or how to act. This is not where you want to be. Not where you want to be at all. You want to know where you're going. You want to know what you're doing. Although it's not time to panic, because if you have some questions you're asking yourself, or if you have some mystery you're looking to unveil, or solve, or find out, or conclude of where you want to go, that's totally fine. Yet you don't want to be there long term. You may want to act out during this week by expressing yourself. Maybe you want to just get into those hobbies that you need to do to feel good in your body again. Some people like to work out. Some people like to go play basketball. Some people like to go skateboarding. Some people like to dance. Okay, so whatever that looks like for you as an individual, it's best that you feel good this week. You're going to want to feel good and really get back into your body, get back into your center, and allow your energy to flow as it's supposed to. Uh, you want to be in your creative state, your creative zone, and you want to feel primal, raw creation energy flowing through you once again. So get out into the sun, maybe do some sun charging, allow your energy centers really to clear and to align and to harmonize, and for your higher self to guide you during that process. Okay. Because when you bring more of that sunlight energy and more of that light energy into you, you can begin to see the way. You begin to be able to see what you're supposed to do. You begin able to see around you in your inner realm, and you begin to be able to see more of who you are. Your inner light body begins to light up, and then you can view that with your third eye as you're in your body. You see your body just glowing as you're just chilling there. As you're just there, you know, in the woods, in the park, or in your room, or in your yard, anywhere. Um, it's critical here because you don't want to be on this like crazy spiral going anywhere. You don't want to like just be spiraling off into anything. You need to be in a controlled spiral to where you're like your own galaxy. You're your own moving galaxy, and you're in ordinance and in alignment, and things are spinning very fast because you're the master at the center, and you can spin many things very fast because you know how to focus, you know how to utilize your mind, and you understand the laws of physics and inertia and momentum, and being in that place of stillness within your heart, within your center, as you're doing your alignment and sun charging and your development within your inner space. Your world on the outside begins to shift around you. You become more of the rock. You become more of the stable version of yourself, to where you are a lot less unpredictable. You are very grounded, you're very centered, and you have a lot of energy moving very fast through you and around you. It's like you become a god. You want to work your way slowly towards there, because if you can have a lot of energy that's moving very fast while remaining in a state of stillness at your very center, you're powerful beyond measure. That's where you want to get. So work on that. Get out of this. Make a to-do list. Have a, just make a list for each area of your life. What would I want this area of my life look like if I could have it? Or if I could have this area of my life look like a specific way, how would it look like? And then write those things. After you write those things, go about doing it just by, uh, going internally and working on yourself and being present and bringing your new state of presence into the work that it requires to get those things. Okay, so for the last card here is the card that I pulled from my Oracle deck. Cheetah, number 79. Card number 79 here. So we have a cheetah here. This is one of the cards that I had created early on when I first started creating portraits. So this is actually a third eye activation, and it's based off of clarity, insight, and just seeing things for what they are. Being out in your own energy field and just observing and looking around and moving through that field, very fast, just like cheetahs do. And the way to work with this card is kind of like if you were to have one of these decks, or if you were just to look at the portrait, which is available on quantumlight.org, you'd see that this eye has a heartbeat frequency going off of each side. So this is just a reminder to link your third eye with your heart and be in your heart and see with your heart. Seeing things with your heart is critical. It is the emphasis of clarity. Because if you close your eyes and you're seeing things, you're not seeing with your physical eyes anymore. You're seeing with the third eye. And when you understand how the third eye sees, you realize that perspective is actually from your chest. It's not from your skull. It's from the center of your torso. And it's just like from there, you can extrapolate and go further and find out how to do different types of skill sets. Yet from here, I'm just going to read what I have here in the manual or the guidebook for my Oracle deck. What it says here is that the eye above represents the cheetah's ability to maintain focus from an illuminated perspective at a very high speed. When the cheetah appears to you, it means that things around you are moving very quickly. So in order to keep moving the way that you need them to go, you need to stay focused on what you want, where you're going, and where you want to go. So don't allow things from the past to come up quickly and trigger you into past patterns. As you move at this new and heightened speed, it can be very easy to be liable to trip old triggers at first. So please be aware of any of these old triggers and the patterns they put you through. They no longer help you and cannot go with you where you're going. All right, so there's a little bit more here. People with cheetah energy know how to respond to past pain, trauma, and hurt. They know how to word things diplomatically to avoid past trauma when explaining things to others or when explaining things to themselves. People with this energy respond quickly and respond to danger instantly without fear and resolve problems almost immediately. And at this new speed, you're gaining more and more manifestation power every single day. Because the universe works very fast, you are now gaining more and more congruency with the universe as the universe, because you are the universe. So align your third eye with your heart and work with the cheetah. All right, so that's what I have for you this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys would like a session, I have sessions available at quantumlight.org. I do numerology readings, energy card readings, pretty much coming soon. 5D coaching, then also have a course available on that website. Check out the blog posts, check out the store, check out Empath League, empathgear.com. I actually just finished some Organite animal totems for your house. Just lock down your house to keep your house safe in sacred energy, in your own sacred space. And that's it. Peace and love.